Jon's story is quite incredible, actually. He was setting up fireworks at a raceway, and a car lost control and went over the railing, and unfortunately rolled right on top of him, pinning him underneath.
Crew at Saratoga Speedway rushed to the scene, lifting the race car off the 41-year-old.
He usually calls me when he's done the show and says it's all good, and it was approaching 11 o'clock, and I hadn't heard from him. We were in the emergency room waiting, and I started to go into labor. They wheeled him in a stretcher. He had 7 broken ribs. He had a shattered pelvis, broken hip. He had a collapsed lung, but we didn't think he was going to walk again. I just sat beside him while in contractions, just holding his hand, and said, we're going to make it through this one way or another. He had to go right into surgery, so they took him away, and then they ambulanced me off.
Jon is what we call a multi-trauma patient, so he has many injuries and requires a team approach. This really can only be done in a few places, like VGH, where we have coordination from a trauma team itself and multiple specialties all in one area, able to manage his care as quickly as possible.
He needed ICU care, a ventilator for a long time, and a coma for a long time. So general surgery, plastic surgery, orthopedics, urology, neurology got involved, intensive care, the blood bank was involved. And to coordinate all of that and make sure things happen in the right order at the right time, it's quite a show.
I just remember kind of waking up and hearing some lady say, you're at VGH, you've been in an accident.
He had his eyes open, he looked at me, I told him that, the baby was born, and I said he's fine and everything's good. And
I was relieved when I heard he's okay. That was the big thing for me.
obviously there were times there where I didn't think he was going to be here to hold him, so yeah, definitely a relieving moment for sure.
So what he had to do after surviving all of this was to rehabilitate his function and start to recover his life.
And I remember we were in the hospital, and he said, "I moved my leg." Well, that was the first day that actually we had hoped that he may walk again.
We do this to give people back their lives so people can enjoy the freedoms and opportunities that we are so lucky to have in this country.
I think it's really hard for us to do what we do without the support of everyone, and that includes donating to the foundation and to Vancouver General to really keep our equipment and facilities really up to date so we can continue to manage these very complex patients.
My angels are the trauma team for sure, all the doctors at VGH, the first responders, everybody who worked hard to get me where I am today for sure.